Baby, what I'm hiding from you might put me behind bars. You ever feel like the walls around you are closing in? Like every word you say could slip out and ruin everything? That's where I am right now, living with a secret so heavy that if it ever came out, I'd be standing in front of a judge instead of talking to you. But here's the thing. This secret didn't start as some evil plan. It started small, like one of those choices you make thinking it'll never matter. And then it snowballs. Bigger, scarier, until you realize you can't escape it anymore. I wish I could tell you exactly what it is right now, but trust me, if I drop it all at once, you'll think I'm making it up. So, let me take you back, because the way this all began was so ordinary, you'd never believe where it led. It started with a knock on my door, just after midnight. That sound still echoes in my head, slow, heavy, like it already knew it was bringing trouble. I froze, because who comes knocking at that hour? When I opened it, nothing looked dangerous. Just someone asking for a small favor, something temporary. You know how easy it is to say yes when you think it costs nothing. That yes was the first crack in the wall I'm hiding behind. Here's the crazy part. At first, life didn't change. I went about my days, laughed, worked, even slept fine. But in the back of my head, I could hear the ticking of a clock, because favors like this, they don't disappear. They grow teeth. One day, I noticed people watching me, subtle glances, like they knew something. Maybe it was just paranoia, or maybe it wasn't. Because right after that, I started receiving strange messages. No names, just warnings. Don't talk. We know every message felt like a trap, like a hand tightening around my throat. And here's where you might ask, why not just walk away? Simple, because walking away doesn't erase what I did. The moment I said yes at that door, I crossed a line, and lines like that don't let you back. I kept telling myself, no one will ever find out. Keep your head down, play it cool. But then I made a mistake. A stupid, tiny mistake. I left something where it shouldn't have been, and someone saw. Their eyes lingered on it, just long enough for me to know. They were putting pieces together. Now I live every day like I'm balancing on a wire. One wrong word, one slip, and I'll fall straight into the hands of people who would love to see me in chains. And the worst part? It's not just about me anymore. The more I keep this secret, the more it spreads into the lives of people around me. They don't even realize it, but if the truth cracks open, it'll drag them down with me. I know what you're thinking. Why not confess? Why not tell someone before it gets worse? Believe me, I've thought about it every single night. But here's the truth. If I confess, it's not just bars I'll be facing. It's something much darker. Something I can't even put into words without giving myself away right now. So instead, I keep living in this half-life. Smiling when I need to, lying when I have to, always pretending everything is fine. But inside, it feels like I'm already serving time. And here's the most terrifying thought. What if the people closest to me already suspect? What if they're just waiting, watching, testing me, to see how long I can hold this mask? Because every time I look into their eyes, I feel it, that flicker, that doubt, that silent question. What are you hiding? And I want to scream the truth. I want to beg for someone to take this weight off me, but the moment I do, my freedom is gone. So I keep running from questions, from stares, from myself, and I don't know how long I can keep this going. What I'm hiding from you might put me behind bars, but the real nightmare, it might already be too late. You ever wake up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, certain that someone's watching you. That's how it started for me. Random jolts of fear that I couldn't explain. I'd sit up in bed, stare at the dark corners of the room, and swear I saw movement. But here's the thing. Sometimes, I wasn't imagining it. Once I caught the faint shadow of someone outside the window, not moving, just standing, watching. I rushed over through the curtains back. Nothing. Just the street light and the empty road. After that, sleep became a luxury. Every sound felt louder. Every silence felt heavier. Even the floorboards creaked differently, like they were warning me that I wasn't alone anymore. I told myself, stay calm, stay normal, that's the only way, not to draw attention. But the harder I tried to act normal, the more obvious it felt. People at work, neighbors, even strangers at the store, they'd glance at me just a little too long. And then the knock came back. Same time, same heavy sound. But this time I didn't open the door. I just stood there, frozen on the other side, listening to the silence stretch. Whoever it was, they didn't leave right away. I could hear their breathing, slow, patient, waiting. That's when I realized this wasn't random anymore. This was deliberate. Someone knew. The next morning there was a note slipped under my door. No words, just a drawing, a set of bars. Prison bars. My stomach twisted. It wasn't a threat. It was a reminder, a warning that my time was running out. I tried to burn the note, but the image stuck in my head. All day, all night, I kept seeing those bars. It felt less like a picture and more like a countdown. And here's where it gets worse. My phone buzzed later that evening, unknown number. I thought about ignoring it, but my curiosity always gets the better of me. I answered, nothing, just breathing, long steady breathing, until finally a whisper, we see you, then silence. I nearly dropped the phone. I checked the windows, the doors, everything, locked, secured. But the truth, locks don't matter when what's chasing you isn't outside. It's inside your own head. Because now, I can't even trust myself. I start doubting every memory, every detail. Did I leave evidence behind? Did I talk too much? Every little mistake feels like the one that's going to break me. And just when I thought I couldn't take the pressure anymore, something happened that nearly cracked me open. A close friend sat across from me one evening, looked me dead in the eye, and asked, is there something you're not telling me? I almost slipped right then. The words nearly tumbled out. But instead, I laughed it off, tried to change the subject. Still, their eyes stayed locked on mine, searching, and that's when the real fear hit me. Not that strangers knew, but that the people closest to me might already be piecing it together. And if they do, they won't just see me differently. They'll hand me over, because in this game, trust isn't just fragile, it's deadly. And yet, I can't stop wondering, what's worse? Getting caught by strangers who already want me in chains, or getting betrayed by the ones I thought would never turn on me. Either way, the bars in that drawing feel like they're getting closer every day. I thought I was doing a decent job, keeping it all together, until the world decided to remind me that secrets don't stay quiet forever. It started on a regular morning, bright sun, clear sky, everything looking so normal it almost fooled me. But then, I stepped outside, and there it was, a plain white envelope sitting right on my doorstep.